Flight status update entering potentially hostile territory. No threats detected. Radar clear.
It's literally 20 seconds right now. But I think the stream is a little delayed.
Control, Zulu 1 is receiving the transfer from Charlie Oscar Delta. ETA on full download 60 seconds. locations, weapons details, target IDs, and new mission parameters. Confirmed. Ready to receive. Officer control, download at 90%. Target location 5 miles out.
Multiplayer map, okay.
Target is coming
What map was that? Or is it a new one?
10, 9, 8,
Didn't recognize it.
5,
It might just be a new
4,
one.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch. Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across
I'm not playing
the
anything,
world,
this is live reaction
thank
to
you for joining
the
us.
event. They're
Today,
revealing
we do a little recon
Call of
across
Duty
all Black
multiplayer.
Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
Okay. Jesus Christ, that was horrible.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
This is not Doge's role.
Let them come.
Big Papa took the war around. Jack no force of overcrowd. Any repercussions to come up. Bitch clip all the time. Big Papa took the war around. Flow, and that's how it's going.
It's either campaign or Ground War. Yeah, it's Ground War. Nice.
Time to punch that time card.
Secure the surface.
I'll take care of
Like
this.
I'm the first sniper. This is definitely Ground War. Okay, no RPD and I see probably 874.
Strike inbound. Evade the maneuver.
Ah,
shit.
Soviet convoy
Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan.
Big Papa took the war
So
around.
our Modern Warfare Black Ops gonna be a cool ending to this game. Also, end of campaign one. Some British story about, yeah, I'm gonna make my kid Leon Captain Leon Price. Good.
digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars: deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw, and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books, and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways: with the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events. The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable Ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today, you'll see them played, but here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer. I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With hired DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
what I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural.
Is it
The
not
satellite
the
at the
ground?
center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run towards
It's
it
like
because it's raised higher than the rest
the
of the
shit
map.
the Afghan.
I'm usually playing one of two ways: all in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor
our
space,
nuclear
the map's
families,
two
though.
different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
Me and home is
I'll
once in
be
nuclear
honest, I am
families.
trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do.
Ah,
I have
you're a
always
noob.
been a big fan of close quarters combat. And there is great
you're
cat
a
and mouse
spy,
style gameplay in
Because shotguns
Satellite.
are easy.
The crash satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps. The world knows
I don't know
and
how
loves for how quickly
a
engagements
satellite
fire
will
up.
look like that if it crashed. Because it comes from such
East
a
and
high
west
point.
collide
I'm
on
pretty
the
sure
open
it would
seas
explode
in a
these
top secret
small
mission.
smithereens.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged
No,
to recover
this
a
must be a
sunken
ground war.
prototype nuclear Soviet submarine
This
in
is
the
too
ocean
big of
floor.
a MP.
Calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large naval
Hopefully there's some
vessels.
fun
No
SMGs.
lanes walling you in, players
AK-74,
can engage on
MP5,
ships' decks,
I've
in the
seen.
water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats.
We probably have
Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many
I can't
little
think
individual areas to find
any
and
more
new ways to
SMGs.
surround
I know there's
or
M4.
flank your enemies and get the
XM4.
upper hand.
Looks pretty good. Oh, that's an AR, looks like.
A hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart of the USSR.
I bought the Ultimate
in the
Edition.
shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
So the Moscow map is set
in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
Oh, I can't wait to play.
First thing I do is run right
The
to
only
the
thing
center,
I'm
because
very
that's where
scared
all
because I saw
lanes
that leaked
cross
gameplay
in the
from
Moscow
W34,
map, and
it
eventually,
looks kind of like
doesn't take
BO4.
long. People are gonna run
But it says
through
it's on the
metro station.
BO3
So you can sit
engine,
there and wait,
a
but
modified
chances are there's gonna be
better
people running right to your line of
BO3
fire
engine
right off the
slash Modern Warfare engine.
It's a
Very
classic
good.
3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
Because BO3 has probably the second smoothest gameplay
January
after
17th,
IW.
1984. This location
this
is
map really
heavily
seen.
influenced by Miami's famous, or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike
Maybe
players
all
have
maps
seen
are.
before.
You can sneak
MP
through dark,
only.
shadowy alleys,
They
go
seem
out
kind
onto
of
the
large
beach,
for me.
out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
Or you can just
Nobody's
go
gonna
right
do
down the
that.
street and bask in the neon light.
Not
The
specialists.
first time I played through Miami, I could hear this 80s
Maybe it's a field
nightclub
upgrade.
music playing through the walls of one of the buildings.
Hopefully it isn't OP.
The little details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
M16.
Basically, my goal is to never be
AK-47.
on the main street in the center, because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell. So
looks like
I
BO4
always go and
snipers.
try to flank
It's
and get
scope.
those snipers from the back.
The Galilea's gonna be in this game for
Our
sure.
art design
That's
teams
the
worked really hard to bring the best
FG40
possible night
FG42?
experience to the players.
Am I not
You'll
wrong?
see that play out when you sneak in
think
the
that's an
shadows on the
AR.
beach, or
It's the
engage enemies in the
M4
center
slash
strip.
M16. I
It
don't know.
really makes people
M416.
feel like they're in Miami
Same thing.
in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
Because it's meant to be in the 1980s.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special Forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
So is this a war?
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a
Like
boots on the
in
ground
World War II
feel that
war.
feels pulled from the
Back game,
campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each
Just
environment
move.
changes the
Use
dynamic
a
of how you
shotguns
play
and
caters
just
to
drives
unique
over people.
loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
His voice just got lowered.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual
Zombies,
research
no, you say.
department racked
Ah,
up
fuck, it's a
miles
multiplayer
visiting them
game.
all. Because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets ensure our upgraded, physically based renderer delivers the best-looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high
like
dynamic
the
range with
studio,
the true
he's in.
color and tone. Ray tracing on systems that support it. Photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system.
Can't wait for
and overhauled
PS5.
contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little bit about
Nobody
where you'll
cares
play,
about new
but let's
modes.
talk
We
about
want
what you'll play when you get
TDM,
there. And Black
kill
Ops Cold
confirmed,
War, our classic game modes are
domination,
returning and they're
hardpoint,
better than ever. From the tried and true
headquarters,
team
I guess.
deathmatch, domination, and search and destroy, to the return
Yes,
of the
indeed.
competitive game mode control. We've taken a fresh eye
And
to
this
all of your
SMD
favorites.
is
We're
like
encouraging
only
more
the only
meaningful
ga-
gameplay with
game
larger
I'm playing right
capture
now
zones
on
and domination.
MW.
We're updating spawn systems and hardpoint. And now we show you where the next hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our classic modes, we're
Oh,
working
I
hard
can't
to
see my
make this
chat.
the most rewarding and
Hello,
competitive
if you're
multiplayer
still there.
experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next.
Why can I not
With that, let me introduce
my
you to
chat?
my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise. The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort. In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip create a class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive. Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stick close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation